All right, Twitch stream as well. Now we have the Twitch stream and the Google Meets meeting linked. We have about 38 viewers on Twitch, and we have like what 30, 40 people on Google Meets. I can't check, and I don't want to, but
It's
thank
30. Yeah. Click that hide button.
thanks. Click that what? Oh yeah, I will do that. Thanks for coming, everybody on stream. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get some more pogs in the chat because it's kind of funny to do that. But also thanks for everybody who's in Google Meets. Sadly, I can't show the cameras on the Twitch stream because our production budget's quite low. So, but yeah, the voice you're hearing right now is also. Let me know, chat, if the audio levels are okay with my microphone versus Danner speaking. But yeah, Danner, you can kick it off.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much for coming out on a Thursday at 6:30. This is our first kickoff event, so welcome to Laurier Computing Society. All right, so I'm going to be one of your hosts for the evening. I'm the co-president of Laurier Computing Society, and you might be asking yourself, what is LCS? So LCS is the de facto computing society of Laurier. We're actually technically the biggest club if you count their Discord followers and stuff, but don't tell Foss or any of them that. Oh, what happened? Never mind. All right, cool. So LCS is pretty much an amazing club filled with amazing people trying to help all the students develop themselves professionally when it comes time to tech and software and stuff. So there's going to be many opportunities to connect with professionals in the industry, from tech recruiters to industry leaders that, they'll talk about how they came up to their position, what they did in school and all that stuff, and how if they were to be in your position again, what they would do differently. We'll also have a series of events providing learning tools and tips for, how to study aids, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, we're just a all around cool club to learn about technical skills, soft skills, and anything of the sorts, working on development projects. It's just a overall fun time.
Yeah, we're kind of cool. We're cool people, I'd say.
Cool club.
Yeah, I'm also the co-president. Danner forgot to introduce me, but I'm the other
Oh,
co-president.
that's a later slide. You're not as
Oh,
important,
right,
Osher.
my bad, my bad. Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Now you're
Okay,
important.
hey.
So this is the team, the executive team we have for 2021, 2022. So as I said before, I'm Donny Yessen, one of the co-presidents of LCS, and over there is the lovely Nasher. He's also the co-president, and then the rest of the executive staff. But there's too many to count, so let's
Yeah,
just
they're
not
all
say
great and
not as
important.
important.
And if we could, we'd really spend the time to name all of them, but we're not. So, also a Twitch stream again. Sorry you can't see us on camera, but we'll figure that out next time.
And these are our lovely directors for the year as well.
Okay, I guess that's the only thing you're talking about them for. All right, cool.
Oh, they're talented. This event would not have been run without the amazing talent of the directors. Again, just like Nasher said, we wish we could name every single one, but it would just take way too long. So yeah, just admire from a distance.
Yeah, but genuinely though, the team has been great to work with so far, and it's been a great thing to see. So yeah, I'm
100%.
gonna admit more people into the waiting room. There we go. All right, so next thing I'll talk about is the Discord community, which a lot of people are probably familiar with, and also where you guys are coming from. So the Discord community started off in 2016 with a very small Discord server that some random guy who likes computer science at Laurier made, and it grew to like a few hundred people, and then it started growing and growing and growing. And basically, the draw of the Discord is like we have a chat, a text channel that you can use for any course that is at Laurier that's related to computer science, math, statistics, or physics, basically. And it's been a great resource for a lot of students. I've noticed, especially for me, when me and Dana were both in first year, and I'm assuming a lot of the executive team too. Our Discord was like a really big help. Really helped us talk about like course content, talk about assignment stuff. There's also resources. There's a lot of tutorials in the different each course has its own resource channel where you can link resources like how to count in binary or like how to do a K map or stuff like that. So it's been a very big thing, and now we're at about 2.3 thousand people, which is insane to think about. In 2016, there was maybe a couple hundred people, so really big growth. But you can join the Discord using that QR code. You can also join the Discord by going to discord.lauriercs.ca, which I'm hoping someone will type in the chat for me in Twitch and on Google Meets. But yeah, it's moderated by our team, so there's no worry about any harassment or anything. And we are using our Discord as our biggest hub to announce stuff. Our announcements are all like, there's a lot of announcements going on there. As well as that, there's different roles you can give yourself to talk about different interests, like tech or sports or whatever it may be. And again, We have hundreds. I think it's probably 100 now. Different channels for different courses that you can sign up for, and you can chat with other people about. So yeah, feel free to join the Discord. It's great. It's a good time. It's for cool people at the Discord. So is this me too, Downer? I forgot. All right, I think I'll take this. I'll take the slide over too. Then thanks, Downer. Appreciate it, buddy. But basically, you might have noticed. You're like maybe you're wondering like, hey, what's the difference between like the Phi Society and LCS? Like, who's the Phi Society? But basically, especially if you're a first year, you might have heard of Phi before, but you don't know who they are. Basically, we were the Phi Society. For the last 10 odd years, the club has historically been called the Phi Society or the Phi Society of Computing and Physics or Math. But the name was never like it didn't mean anything. A lot of people have asked me, asked everybody over the years, what does Phi stand for? It doesn't stand for anything. Basically, some guy like 20 years ago thought Phi sounded cool, so then he used that as the name of the club. But obviously, there's a lot of discourse between like, is Phi a fraternity? Is Phi some like cool thing? But it's not to the point. So we decided to change the name to the Laurier Computing Society. Very straightforward, very easy to talk about, and it sounds cool too. When you tell somebody, hey, I'm a part of LCS, that kind of sounds cool, right? So, besides that, we've also built a lot of infrastructure and a lot of improvements in our branding. We're way more professional. We have a lot of infrastructure that never existed for like the last 10 years. And even other clubs haven't had to figure out. So we have a lot of improvements in all of that. And also, we'll be celebrating our 10-year anniversary this year too. So that'll be hype. We'll be doing a lot of giveaways, a lot of events, and a lot of maybe food if in-person stuff clears up. But it'll be great. It'll be a great time. And yeah, thanks for everybody who stuck around when it was called Phi, when it's called LCS last year. It's been great and it's been fun. But yeah, that's the difference between Phi and LCS basically.
All right, so now one of the main pillars of the club, the events. That's what everybody's here for. So we have a lot of interesting and amazing events coming up for the fall term, especially the winter term as well, but we're mainly going to focus on the fall term right now. So from September to December, we're going to be running CP 104 review sessions. I think about 2 years ago, we ran the same thing and it went really well. I don't know why we stopped, but we're doing it again. So yeah, it's going to be bi-weekly review sessions hosted by our development team. They're going to work really closely with professors to make sure what you're learning at the review sessions is same material in class. So, if you ever struggle about, whatever you're learning in class that week, feel free to pop in and we'll help you out there. For October is going to be an exciting month as well. We're going to kick off with our Learn a Tool series. If you weren't a part of LCS last year, Learn a Tool is pretty much, we highlight a tool, for example, GitHub, or building a web portfolio in this case, and showing you why you should do this, why you should learn this tool, how you would learn that tool, pretty much giving you all the resources you need to master that tool. Our next one is our Golden Gaming collab. So we wanted to do like a really fun collaboration, and what's more fun than having a collaboration event with the gaming club. So that's going to be happening. And then also our LWIX, our Laurier Women in Computer Science collaboration event, that's also going to be happening in October. In November, we're going to be doing another Learn a Tool series for Intro to GitHub. For the first years in the audience so far, GitHub is one of, if not the most important tool you'll use as a software developer or data scientist or whatever you want to go into in the tech world. It's pretty much where you share and collaborate your code. So that's where, we're going to highlight pretty much all the main aspects of GitHub to make sure, your transition into doing more advanced projects and stuff. It's very easy. And this is my personal favorite, Meet the Professionals. So last year, it was our highlight event of throughout the year. Every time we hosted Meet the Professionals, lots of people came in. They provided great feedback on how we make the next one even better. So we're going to continue running that this year. Meet the Professionals is pretty much an event series where we bring industry professionals that I mentioned earlier, recruiters. Every Meet the Professionals has a specific theme going on. So for November, we're gonna kick off with the first Meet the Professionals, and yeah, it'll be a fun time. So I highly recommend you come out to that and network and learn so much more when it comes down to the tech space that school doesn't teach you. And last but not least, for the fall term, we have the hackathon. So we're planning a hackathon in January, and if you're a first year, if you're not sure what a hackathon is, pretty much imagine 36 hours with a team of your creation, or if you want to meet new people at the hackathon, and you create a project for 36 hours. And at the end of that 36 hours, you pitch your presentation, you can win prizes, all that kind of stuff. It's a really fun time, really great way to network and meet new people, learn new technologies. It's just an overall fun time. So for November, we're going to have a whole event dedicated to just hackathon 101. You know, how do you hack efficiently? Where do you pick the tools? How do you network with people you don't know? All that kind of stuff will be covered in that event. So it'll be a very fun time.
There's usually a lot of coffee and lack of hygiene involved in a hackathon as well, and lack of sleep too. It's a big thing. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Um, Also, before we move on, I should probably thanks to everyone who's followed our Twitch channel. We have like 50 or 60 viewers on Twitch, which is crazy. I'm gonna say everyone's name really quickly so that no one feels left out. Thanks to No, actually, that's too many people. Never mind. We'll do it later. We'll do the thanks later. We'll do it at like the end or something when people are like done listening. But there's a lot of people who followed, like a lot of people. So thanks for following us. But yeah.
All right, just to shortly mention as well, if you go on the chat in the Google Meets link, or I think our mods are going to send it in the Twitch, make sure you sign up and register for attendance. So you need to attend a minimum of 2 events the entire year in order to be registered as LCS as a general member and to be included in the raffle that we're going to be doing. So if you want to win money and you want to be a general in LCS, make sure you hit that Typeform link in the chat. And I think in the
yeah, it'll be sent in Meets and Twitch. There we go. It's in Twitch. It also contribute towards your Laureate experience record. If you don't know what that is, if you're a first year and you haven't been told, which is really likely, it's basically like a resume / experience record that Laureate keeps track of on your behalf. So you can use that as to present to potential employers or anything like that, and it just tracks all your extracurriculars. So it's really nice to just have that on there. So yeah.
All right. So our next topic for tonight is virtual study tips. So I know a lot of first years are coming in. They came straight from high school learning online. Trust me, university is not any different. You need lots of work ethic. So let's just quickly go over some brief, helpful study tips that we compiled to make sure your first year or even upper years too goes off right. So first things first, make sure you set up the ideal workspace. You want to be inspired to come and work. You don't want to kind of grudge going to study or going to attend what do you call it, classes or anything. You know, you want to make sure everything's clean, nice, looks nice, presentable. That way it inspires learning and inspires you to learn more. Our next thing is create a schedule and manage time wisely. I think everybody that suffered through online learning can kind of attest to that, how important time management is, especially now more than ever with everything being online. You'll have meetings at like 8:30 and then meetings at 7 p.m. You know what I mean? It's pretty hectic. So make sure, set up a Google Calendar if you want, or have just a physical calendar notebook. Make sure you manage your time wisely and create a schedule that you can actually stick to, and that's healthy for you. Make sure you get enough sleep, all that kind of stuff. The next thing is remain engaged throughout the whole course. I know this is something that yeah, exactly. It's the hardest. So in this online learning environment, it's very hard to stay on top of going to your courses, making sure you're completing all your assignments, you're learning. You have midterms, finals. There's so much different kind of stuff. So make sure, please do yourself the favor and at most try to attend every class. I know it's tough. We've all been there, but try your best to attend the whole course and make sure you're learning effectively. So these next 2 bullets are highlighted on purpose. First is use your resources. This is the entire reason why the LCS Discord was created. It's to communicate with students, share knowledge, and just using the resources that are provided in there to make sure that everybody's learning. If you have any questions about any course, and if the course isn't supported in the Discord, just let one of us know. We'll add a channel for it. But you'll pretty much find resources for all the courses you're going to be taking, and it's a great way to learn and all that kind
and
of stuff.
Also, I do have experience with like the midnight before an exam at 8:30 a.m. You can stress about it. Everyone's gonna panic about it, but it's all virtual, so you don't really have anyone in person to stress with. But you can stress with people in our server, because I have done that a lot. You can have those late night chats about what you're gonna do when you drop out of school. So that's another alternative you can use it for.
Definitely. All right. So next thing that we mentioned a little bit before is attend the review sessions. Again, if you're needing help for any CP 104 class, for right now. In winter, we're going to be doing CP 164, but for right now, because I think that's what most students are learning, CP 104. Make sure you attend those review sessions. If you're not getting something in class, get help. That's the number one thing, because if you put it off, it's gonna just keep snowballing and snowballing. So if you're not getting something, make sure you get help right away. And then lastly, study in intervals and take a break. There's something called the Pomodoro technique, which means you take intervals and then take interval breaks. So for example, you study for 1 hour, take a 10-minute break. Study for 1 hour, take a 10-minute break. Instead of doing 6 straight hours of studying, it's research has been shown that your attention span weekend or lessons, you won't, memorize as much. It's not a fun time. Just make sure you study smart. Take breaks when you need them. Eat some food. There's a lot of just one-shotting everything. So just make sure you study smart.
Also, I see some questions in our Discord too. For anybody wondering about the scavenger hunt specifically, we'll be covering that at the end of the presentation. I think that's coming up actually. So sorry about the delay, but yeah, if you're wondering, that's when that is. But yeah, it might be the next slide. It's not. Okay.
Sure, want to take this one?
Yeah, sure. All right. Well, we've talked about this many times, but there's a lot of ways you can get involved with the club. Many of those including career week. So we'll be hosting a career week sometime in the winter. We haven't defined the details yet, but essentially a week of talking with networking with different people from different big corporations, alongside us partnering with a bunch of other tech clubs and talking about how you can network, what's the most efficient way to network, and just how to interact, how to do an interview, all that kind of stuff we'll be covering during that week. We'll be doing the review sessions that we've talked about like 20 times now. We'll also be hosting gaming tournaments. So a lot of feedback we got last year is that our events are great, but people didn't get the chance to have fun or network with people as much as they wanted to with their classmates. So our solution to that is doing collabs with the Golden Hawk Gaming Club. So we'll be doing gaming tournaments. There'll be prizes. They'll be very casual. Maybe we'll do some games like Valorant, which is my personal favorite, gold one by the way. But we'll be also doing other games that are very casual too. We don't know yet, but yeah, we'll be doing a bunch of gaming tournaments. And again, we'll be starting to doing monthly social media giveaways, gift cards of monetary value. So if you do want to randomly get some money, just make sure you follow us on all our socials and Discord, and we'll be announcing stuff about that nearing the end of this month or next month. We haven't decided yet, but yeah. We'll also be doing a bunch of resources compilations on our GitHub. So if you want to see guides on how to start your own website, how do you code in X language and Y framework, you can hop on our GitHub and look through some tutorials that we'll be posting later throughout the term. Lastly, you can also become a part of the LCS team. We'll be opening hiring I think tomorrow. I'm actually not sure. We'll be releasing announcements on Discord and advertisements on social media, so you'll see it. We'll be opening different roles that we need still. We have 26 people on the executive team. We still need a couple more. A lot of first year opportunities too. So if you're a first year and you're not in a club and you're like, hey, I want to kind of be a part of a club, just apply when we open up the form. A short questionnaire, short pieces of information you need to fill out, and then you'll be selected for an interview maybe. So yeah, that's a nice way to get involved with the club. We'll also be doing a bunch of behind dev stuff. So last year we did a bunch of development projects that were open source and were collaborative with teams, and we used the Scrum methodology to showcase how going into an actual job environment might feel like, and we'll be recreating that. We're also going to be releasing a platform called the Club Platform, which you'll hear details about later on during the year as well, where it will be basically it'll be a central location for all your clubs that you're a part of, and you'll be able to see all the announcements and information from every club in just one nice app and website. And we'll be releasing more information about that during the year too. The LCS Pods program is the thing I mentioned from last year, but way more improved. We'll be doing nice developer projects, which will be way more streamlined, way more organized, and just overall a better experience to be a part of. And lastly, we'll be collaborating and having a lot of sponsors on this year too. So if you guys like to get free stuff when in events, just feel free to attend our events, and you might get some free stuff. Maybe when we get in person, you'll get some free food and stuff. So we were gonna do that this time, but unfortunately because of the weather and because of some logistical issues, we couldn't do an in-person event. But we'll be trying to do that sometime in October or November. So just stay tuned for that as well.
I just want to quickly. Can you go back real quick?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I just want to quickly add, I know as a first year, this might seem like a lot of stuff, developer pods, well, you're gonna like project initiatives, we need to work on stuff using the Scrum methodology, all that kind of stuff. I promise you, as a first year, this is the best learning opportunity for you. It will provide you all the resources you'll need to make sure you're successful in it. No experience is required. This is specifically designed to make sure that students get the most out of it and that it's, very straightforward to go. So please, 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 if you're interested in developing your GitHub portfolio and stuff, feel free to join the development projects. Promise you, you won't regret it.
Yeah, take Donner. He was clueless in first year. Now look at him. Thanks for the follows, by the way. We're getting way more follows as well. I just wanted to add that in. Thanks for following us on Twitch. I don't know what we're gonna do with the followership on Twitch, but hey, we'll stream all our events on Twitch at least. So
we'll get partnered.
We'll get so much money that we'll be able to keep because it's a school thing. But yeah. So these are our partners that we are affiliated with in more ways than one, and we encourage everyone to also be a part of these. So the first one is the Computing Councils of Canada, aka C Cubed, because there's 3 C's, so the cubed makes sense. So it's just cool, right? That's also where the logo came from. There's the 3 C's connected together in a cube. It's all really cool and stuff. But anyway, this is an organization that me and a bunch of other people on the exec team. It's founded in late October of last year, alongside a lot of other universities. For example, Guelph, Carleton, Waterloo, Ryerson, University of Victoria, University of Calgary. There's so many universities that are part of this initiative. I think it's about 17. But basically, C-Cubed is a national organization of computing students aiming to create and foster an inclusive environment for all students in computing-related fields across Canada. So basically, if you want to chat with other people from other universities who are also in computer science, want to share your experiences, or partake in events such as, gaming tournaments with actual brackets and stuff with big prizes, or you want to do some data stuff. There's a lot of opportunities at C Cubed, and we have a Discord server for C Cubed, which isn't linked here. Maybe it's linked later, but discord.ccube.dev. But it's basically a nice place where you can chat with other people from other universities, participate in events and stuff. And it's basically just trying to unite all the computer science clubs across Canada. We also have a conference coming up, which is actually on the 25th of September. But it's called the Canadian Computing Councils of Canada Annual Tech Conference. But it's a conference where you can come in. It's a 2-day-long conference, 8 hours each day, where we have a lot of events planned and a lot of networking sessions planned with professors and DCL, who's our big sponsor for the event, basically. There's a lot of panels we'll be hosting, a lot of fun stuff, some networking events, some speed networking events. And it's just an overall good time. It's free to sign up. It should be on the website. You can see in the graphic. ccube.dev is where you can sign up. Hopefully some people in the Twitch chat and the Google Meets chat can throw that in the chat for everyone to click on. But yeah, the conference is this Saturday, very short notice, but signing up should take less than a minute. And you can also opt in to submit your resume, so you may be able to get some job opportunities in the future with our partners. But yeah, good time. Might as well come out. No big commitment or anything. Yeah. Lastly, Hawk Hacks is our last organization that we're partnered with. And this is our child, basically me, Danner, and Tanner, Brandon, a bunch of other people that I can't name because my brain is all over the place, made this hackathon organization, which is a club under the Faculty of Science Student Association. Basically, we'll be hosting a yearly hackathon in January, 36 hours overnight in person, all the fun stuff. We'll be open to all universities, all students. There'll be huge amounts of prizes, big sponsors, and you'll have a chance to network and learn a lot of things from different companies and maybe network with other people too. If you want to register for that, hawkhacks.ca is the link for that. But yeah, it's a cool hackathon, big hackathon, first hackathon that Laurier's done that's very large scale and CS oriented. So please sign up. We also have a Discord server that's not active right now, but you can always join in. But yeah, you can sign up for the newsletter on our website and keep up to date with everything that we do. Also, for anybody in the Twitch chat, can you please throw the C-Cube link as well? Thanks. And Donna, do you want to take this or should I?
Yeah, sure. So make sure you follow us on all our social medias. I know we threw a lot at you guys tonight, but make sure to follow us on all our socials to stay up to date with all the events coming up. We'll have pretty much summary or highlights of all the events too. And just what are you guys doing? Just join the Discord already. Come on. I don't know how much we need to sell this. Just join the Discord.
Yeah, you could get free money. It's might as well get some free money. Maybe I wouldn't say no to free money personally, but yeah.
It's your call if you want.
Yeah, if you want to miss out on the free money a monthly, I'm not one to
And
judge, but
make sure to also follow us on our Instagram because that's where we do most of our communication. I know with Discord, lots of people like to mute the channels and stuff, and it can get pretty bogged down with information. But our Instagram is where we put all our important information, so make sure you follow us on there as well.
and Linktree is where we'll have all our important information that you need to click on links for. All the things we mentioned today should be in the Linktree as well. So if you forget something, you can just check out our Linktree for all our links. Oh, Raffle winners.
Cool.
Okay.
So I'm going to be handing it off to Samit, our Vice President of Events, to take over the raffle.
Hi everyone, I'm really excited to announce the raffle winners have been selected. So there's 8 raffle winners. The first one is Riley Adams, and the second one is Root Bossy. The third one is Matthew Smales. The fourth one is Chandler Mayberry. The fifth one is Katrina Coe. The sixth one is Jesse Newman. And the seventh one is Tanisha Mehta. And the eighth one is Carl Zhu. So the 8 lucky winners are going to be getting an email regarding how to claim their prizes. So now we can move on to the scavenger hunt.
But yeah, thanks for signing up for that as well. And we won't forget. We might be a bit slow at it. We might respond. We might email you in like a day or something. But don't worry, we'll get you your prizes. And yeah, good job on winning, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, congratulations. So the first step is to join the LCS Discord server if you haven't already. So you have 1 hour to complete this challenge. There are 11 letters hidden all around the campus. There's 1 letter at each location. There will be bonus hints and other related announcements posted on the LCS Discord. So if you haven't joined, please join and keep your eyes open on the chat. Yeah, so once you find the letter, you gotta take a selfie with it. And please do not touch the letter so that it's fair to everyone else. After finding all the letters and taking all of your selfies, you need to solve the anagram to reveal the secret code. If you get the anagram wrong, that doesn't mean it's game over. You can still try again as long as there's still time. So when you've gotten all your pictures and your secret code, you have to send to Will on Discord. And if you have any questions, please direct them to the scavenger Discord page on LCS Discord. And yeah, good luck to everyone for the scavenger hunt. It's going to start in 10 minutes. And again, there is 1 hour remaining. Yeah, thank you for everyone for coming. And I'm going to pass it back to Denier and Nosher.
Make sure you guys, if you guys are participating in the scavenger hunt in our LCS Discord, there's a channel called Scavenger Hunt. Make sure you send all the stuff there, okay? Don't send in general or any of that. We have a special channel for it.
Sorry, I have a quick question. Sorry.
Yep.
Are third years allowed to participate in the scavenger hunt, or is it only for first and second years?
Nope, everybody's allowed.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you guys so much.